Next, we're heading to Galle on the southwestern coast of Sri Lanka. This seaside town has been a port for thousands of years, but what you see today was mostly created by the Dutch in the mid-1600s onwards. Galle Fort has been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its architecture, hotels, and restaurants make it one of the most popular destinations in Sri Lanka. You'll see tons of tourists walking around when you're there. A must-do is to walk along the ramparts of Galle Fort, going from the Lighthouse to the Clocktower. The walk is right along the water, so you'll get a good amount of sea breeze and some fresh air. The lighthouse is still in use by ships. Its white exterior, flanked by coconut trees, make it for a great Instagram backdrop. The stroll along the water should take you about an hour, and that'll leave you plenty of time to take photos along the way too. The walls are well preserved, with cannons still lying around. The size and number of these armaments should give you a sense of just how important Galle was to the Dutch. Galle Fort was one of the most valuable holdings of the Dutch East India Company. It secured much of the spice and fabric trade that made the Netherlands the richest country in the world in the mid-1600s. And on the other end of the ramparts is the Galle Clocktower, which was actually a thank you memorial built by a hospital patient to his doctor. It was built in the late 1800s, and it's now a landmark and backdrop to all sorts of shenanigans. When I was there, I saw people selling popcorn, getting engaged, and even a group of people making a music video. It was different people doing each one of those things, by the way. Next, let's head into the main square itself. The design of the shops and houses in Galle Fort is as diverse as the ships that still dock here. Walking down the street, you can feel like you're in Amsterdam, London, and Doha, depending on where you look. Many of the buildings have been lovingly restored into restaurants and boutique hotels. But they still manage to retain much of the character of the neighborhood, while installing modern amenities like swimming pools and outdoor bars. The whole thing is very well done. I recommend staying in this part of town if you can, because it actually gets pretty lively at night. It's a good place to go shopping for souvenirs during the day too. Everything is close by and there's a ton of selection. One of the iconic images of Sri Lanka is the sunrise or sunset photo of this famous Stilt Fishermen. You might have seen a few of these shots on the cover of your favorite travel magazine. These men are found in Galle, still plying their trade. Nowadays, they don't really do it for food anymore, just for tips from tourists. We spoke with one fisherman who explained what his work was like. And here's a tip. If you give the fishermen a tip, they might actually let you get up on the stilts yourself and try your hand at the fishing game. I recommend going there around sunset. The light is just magical at this time. And in any case, the fishermen are only out during sunrise and sunset. Thanks again for tuning in to Destined Travel. We hope you enjoyed this video on Sri Lanka. Make sure you hit the like, notification, and subscribe buttons in order to get updated videos on Sri Lanka and other locations around the world. Thanks again.